Hi and welcome to the first video of the Codeworm. Today we're going to be looking at basic Linux commands. Before we run, we need to learn how to walk. Some of the tools have a more extensive use, but for convenience, this video is going to keep it short, just a basic manual on how to use the basic tools. If you need to learn more about a certain tool, you can check another video, or maybe I can make a video with more extended capabilities about the same tool later on. But for now, let's begin. Okay, basically print working directory only tells you where you're at. It may not be as useful right now since you are beginning, I think, but it might prove a lot more useful later on when you get access to a different device. Maybe when you get access, you are not sure where you're logging into. You don't know like at what directory you're at. So only then can you find like the true usefulness of this command. And all you have to do is type pwd. That's it. And it shows you where you're at. It's self-explanatory. It tells you who you are. Different users have different permissions. Basically, the root is like the super user. It has all permissions. It has everything. So all you have to do is type who am I, and it tells you who you are. CD is nuts, right? Okay, CD is change directory. When you move from place to place, it's not going to be in a graphical way, so you might expect to always move around with commands. All you have to do is type CD and then the place you want to go. Let's say we want to go to the desktop, so just type change directory to desktop. Boom, you're in. If you want to go back up a step, so if you want to go back, all you have to do is type c dot dot. If you want to go to a specific path you already know, you just type the path like cd root desktop, and well, that's it. In my opinion, it's one of the most important commands you should know. It's a simple way to gain visibility into what you have or what you can work with. If you're in a directory, you can't really see what other directories you can go into. Like we just learned with a CD, type ls, and then you can see folders and files that you can access or you can use. It comes with two flags. The L flag that stands for long. So if you want to if you want to read like specifics about the files or folders, the date it was created or the type, whatever, type L. And if you want to see hidden files, because sometimes you'll have to handle hidden files and you have to see them to know you can access them, type the ls command -a and you can see every file in that folder. You can combine those by typing ls la. Now, sometimes you don't know how to use a different tool or application, so all you have to do is type the name of the application or command -- and help. And it will give you easy to understand type of tutorials. For now, I think help is all you need. -h or -- and it will work. Sometimes it won't. I suggest trying the three options, and if it doesn't work with neither, well, it doesn't have help. Pretty good for finding stuff. The only problem with it is that it can be overwhelming with so many results. The way it finds things is on a database that gets updated every day. So if you just created a file, it won't show up. Well, probably won't show up. So maybe it's not the best option, but you can still use it. All you have to do is locate and look for the thing you're looking for. And as you can see, there are plenty of results. So you're going to get frustrated looking for the thing you're trying to look for. It's used to find binaries. Binaries are basically the .exes in Windows, so they're pretty useful. With whereas you can find the location of the binary, the location, the source, and the manual page. Type where is crack. Oh, guess where all the luck, guys. So let's try where is air crack. And G. There we go. As you can see, if it doesn't find anything, it returns nothing. It just tells you like, okay, the word you were looking for didn't find anything. Then you can see it finds the binary, it finds the manual, and that's basically it. The same as where is, except that it only returns binaries from the path. This may be a better option depending on what you're trying to do. It can be more powerful and flexible because it can look for different parameters. It will look in the subdirectories, type find, type where you want it to find it, or where you want it to start looking for it. Then you give it your parameters. Now, the thing about find is that it can be slow and it only takes in exact matches. If you thought it was capitalized and it wasn't, it's not going to find it and you have to do it all again. So it may not be the best option. Or use wildcards. We have this, we have this, and we have these. Okay, so basically those are the wildcards that we have to use. This little guy right here means that it will take anything or nothing. So if you don't know what the extension ends in, you can type it like dot and then this. This will mean that the file you're looking for is called Apache2 and you don't know in what it ends, but it will return anything with that name. So as you can see, it returns like every single name that's the same, but it has an extension. The other one, the question mark, represents only one mysterious character. Like it can take the place of any character, but just one. So for example, we can type Liz and give it this one. So it would look for everything, and then it only found list. Like that's the only one it matched. The other one, the brackets, basically those ones will take the characters that you give them. So for example, if we go and type, I don't know, if we go like this, inside you can tell him which characters you want it to take in. So for example, in this case, we will want it to take an M, but we can tell him an M or an A. And then it will look for both. So the only one it found was with an M, but if it was like Prera or something, it would take it in as well. And that's really useful when looking for stuff and you don't know like what's the exact name or how it ends. And that's it. Sometimes instead of help, we want to check something more robust. I mean, sometimes help doesn't have everything you want. So all you have to do is type man and then the name of the application or the command. For example, aircraft ng. And then you will get a detailed manual on how to use it. Then to get out, all you have to type is Q. It's used to view the contents of a file, and it can also be used to make a file. It's not suggested to use this to view a big file because it will clutter your terminal, and it's not gonna be nice. So I wouldn't recommend using cat to view big files. You can use it to view small files, you can create new files, and you can add to previous text files. Right now, I already made a file. So to view the contents, all you have to do is type cat and the name of the file. So the file, that's the contents of the file. If I want to overwrite the contents, you have to use this, then the redirect the file, and then it's like if you entered a editor mode, and all you have to do is type what you want into the file, and then to exit you have to press Control D. You're out. So if you want to check the new contents, do the same, the file, and that's the new content. Now if you want to add to the existing file, you have to do double redirect, so cat double the file. So now if anything I type now, it's going to be added and not overwritten. So for example, I'm new text. Then if we go and see the content, it's going to be both. Touch is used to create a new file or update the timestamp on said file. So if you want to create a new file, you can use touch new file. Sounds kind of weird, but it creates it. There we go. Now, if we check it out, you can see the date and time of the new file. I think I would have to wait a minute to update it, or I could wait. Okay. Okay, as you can see, it's now updated, and that's basically all. I mean, it just makes a new directory. So just type the command, the name of the new directory, new dir, and there you go. Not the best name, but still pretty useful. It basically just copies a file into a new place. Renaming it is optional, but I mean, you can leave the same name because it's going to be in a new place. But if you want, you can change it. All you have to do is type cp, then the name of the file you want to copy. You have to be obviously in the same directory. So we're going to copy old file. Oh, so if we check new directory, it's empty. So we're going to copy the old file into, okay, and we're going to change the name to new file. Boom. So if we go in again, there it is. MV is pretty important for moving and renaming because Linux doesn't have a renaming command per se. So you would be using MV, but it also stands for moving or move. So all you have to do is MV, the name of the file you want to move. So in this case, we're going to move the file. We're going to move it to, well, the same place, the new directory. So, and as you've seen this, it just moved. So we'll check it out. And there is the file, but you can still use the same command to rename it. So all you have to do is MV, the file you want to change name, and then you type the new name. So let's type it in caps, the file. And okay, there is. Just what it says, it removes a file. So easy as that. rm, the name of the file you want to destroy, new file, boom, it's gone. The same as remove, but for directories. The only thing is that it will only remove a directory if it's empty. So if you remember, the new directory has the file, so it won't be able to remove it. You go remove directory, new directory, it can't. But if you create a new one, and try remove that, it can. But if you want to remove some directory with things inside, you can still do that, but it's kind of dangerous. I wouldn't suggest doing that all the time. But if you want to do that, you can type remove with a flag R, and then the name of the directory you want to destroy, and it's gone. The only problem with that is that if you forgot something or I mean, I don't know, like shit happens, but if you remove it by accident, you removed everything inside it and there's no going back. So be careful, use it responsibly, and that's it. It basically just tells you what something is. It's pretty useful if you want to just be sure what it is and not getting into the nitty-gritty and reading manuals and stuff. So just type what is and I don't know, ls and list directory contents. And I don't know, what is aircraft ng? Boom. Pretty useful when you have a command that, or you're too lazy to type everything all the time. You can give it an alias. So if you get pretty bored typing like the ls and then lay, you can give it an alias, going alias, and then the name of the alias you plan to use every time. So we're going to use boom. Then you type it like this, equals, and then you type the command you wanted to replicate. So ls, la, and there it goes. So now if I type boom over here, it's gonna list everything and in a long format. After reboot, you're going to lose all of your aliases. So you have to change a file called bash rc, but that's pretty much it. If you want to remove an alias, just type on alias and then the name you gave it. And there you go. Doesn't work anymore. Boom. If you want to see your previous commands, just type history and it gives you a list of everything you have typed in terminal. So that's that. I don't know what you could be looking for, but it's pretty useful. It basically just shows you what you have been typing in the terminal. If you forgot like a important command and you would like to see it again, if you forgot a combination of commands, you can see the order here, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something, and I hope you have a new code worm inside your head.